This is Zorra, and today is Friday. And this is Zorra enjoying her Friday. She's in quite a playful mood. She's actually been pretty playful for quite a while, actually. She hasn't had another cat around to play with for almost a month now. And then, not a lot has been changing in my life. Aside from, I have some stools. I've assembled 2 out of 3 of them. That's mostly there so that I can do things like D&D on Saturdays and entertain company. But this is about Zorra. Well, actually, there is one other major change, which might actually help impact things like how quickly I can get uploads. Underneath this glamorous and beautiful setup is my fiber equipment. I just switched ISPs today. I actually still have my old ISP set up, but I have the cable modem disconnected. And because it's fiber instead of cable, I'll be able to have symmetrical connections, including like potential for streams or something. Although I don't know if I actually plan to do that. But because the fiber hookup is in that room, I have to use a Wi-Fi extender to actually beam my internet connection into my lab. And so this, from the perspective of my server and my routers, plural, is practically a modem itself, even though that's not actually the case. It's just the gateway it has to use. It's less than ideal, but there's no fiber hookup in here, and because I rent this place, it's just, it would probably have meant otherwise months of me and my landlady and a whole bunch of other people playing phone tag to get someone in here to do wiring, and probably would have cost me several $100s at least to get done. So it's less than ideal, and I might maybe do it someday, but it would take special permission and things like that, and it's just, it would honestly be less trouble to just move. But I'm not going to gripe about things like rent and things like that. Those are just the major changes in my life. And in terms of another cat, I feel like I'm on the cusp of actually being somewhat ready, but I have to find the right cat. I did meet a really sweet kitten named Squint yesterday at the shelter. She was about 4 months old and about 3 pounds. A stray, but seemed a lot more sociable than Abby. But the fact she was a stray kind of made me a little hesitant, just because as open and loving as Zorra is, there is still that adjustment period. And, I have to make sure that if I get another cat, it has to be right for Zorra. So I would probably be focusing on another fully socialized cat who came from a home of cats. It's been mentioned many times by me on other updoots that Zorra came from a 14-cat house. So she's very much used to people. In fact, she rather likes people. But she probably also likes other cats. And I don't have another one. Not since Abby's passing. She has been terribly bitey, which has actually led me to put on some conduit. I didn't need to put a conduit on a lot of places, just on a few observed spots that I've seen her chewing on cables. For the most part, I don't mind if she chews some cables, but for safety, you have to make sure like power cables, don't get chewed. And then this this is my storage cable, because fiber optic cables are pretty thin, and those are two. There's three conduits I applied. One for my storage cable, one for my sound, because that's also fiber optic, and then there's power, because I don't want her to shock herself, and then just because fiber optic cables tend to be thin and expensive, I didn't really want Zorra to start chewing through those. But like anything else, is probably not going to hurt her, but I know there's supposed to be like some chemicals I can actually apply if I wanted to, that's supposed to make the cables a bit astringent, or at least very unpleasant to taste. That might get Zorra to stop. But I think the number one thing that might actually get her to calm down and leave the cables alone will be another cat. She's been wanting one. She's crabbed at me a few days ago, and she likes to go for my hand, and she bites a lot, and it was just basically the same signs that Abby was showing before I got Zorra. We just got a happy Zorra now. The happiest of Zorras.
This is a reminder.
Yeah, just try to ignore my thingy. I have a reminder on my Alexa just reminding me when I'm supposed to clock in and clock out, because I work from home. Although I have been on vacation since the 29th. And so I haven't had to do any of that. Oh no, she's going after my phone. Yeah, I think she just wants the satisfaction of something that kind of paws and bites back a bit.